Hi friends, let me welcome you all to my next video which is on the P block element. In this session we are going to discuss the preparation of ammonia. So ammonia having a formula NH3. I will tell you some basic properties of ammonia, then I will move on to the preparation. This ammonia is a colorless gas. This ammonia is a colorless gas having a pungent odor or a characteristic odor. This ammonia is highly soluble in water. This ammonia is highly soluble in water, so its aqueous solution is weakly basic in nature due to the formation of a OH minus ions. Is it clear, friends? This ammonia is having low boiling point and a low melting point. This ammonia is present in a tracer quantities. The ammonia is present in a tracer quantities in air and also in soil. Is it right, friends? These are some basic properties of ammonia. Ammonia gas is a colorless gas having a pungent odor. It is highly soluble in water, having low boiling point and a low melting point. This is present in a tracer quantities in air and also in soil. So when we come across the preparation of ammonia in a small scale, it is very easy to prepare ammonia in laboratory. That is, when ammonia chloride is treated with a caustic soda, nothing but calcium hydroxide, so we can easily prepare ammonia. So ammonia is formed with the product water and also calcium chloride. Is it right, friends? It is very easy to prepare in the laboratory when ammonium chloride is treated with the caustic soda or calcium hydroxide. With the liberation of ammonia, this reaction ends. Is it right, friends? If you want to prepare ammonia in a large scale, then we move on to the Haber's process. Look here, friends, this is the manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process. When nitrogen gas react with the hydrogen gas in a proportion 1:3. We have taken the 1 mole of nitrogen react with the 3 moles of a hydrogen. We obtained 2 moles of ammonia. This reaction is a reversible reaction and this reaction is exothermic. That is, heat is liberated, minus 46.1 kilojoule per mole. Is it clear, friends? So here are some conditions we have to maintain in order to get the high yield of ammonia. So according to Le-Chatelier principle, the pressure we have to maintain 200 atmosphere or 200 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So temperature we have to maintain nearly 700 Kelvin, and a catalyst iron oxide with a small amount of K2O and a Al2O3 which acts as a promoter. Is it right, friends? So friends, this is the flow chart of production of ammonia by Haber's process. There are 2 inlets, one for nitrogen, another for hydrogen. When nitrogen and hydrogen are passed into the compressor chamber in the ratio 1:3. Here nitrogen gas passed to the compressor chamber by using this inlet, and the hydrogen gas passed into the compressor chamber by using this inlet. Here we have to maintain the pressure nearly 20 megapascal, nothing but 200 into, look here friends, 200 into 10 raised to 5, nothing but 20 into 10 raised to 6 Pascal, 10 to the power of 6, nothing but megapascal. Is it right, friends? We have to maintain the 20 megapascal. Here nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas can be reacted to form a ammonia. This ammonia gas and unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen goes to the catalytic chamber where the rate of the reaction can be increased. So in the presence of a iron oxide and a Al2O3 and a K2O which are acts as a promoter. So here we have to maintain the temperature 700 Kelvin. Here nitrogen and hydrogen, these are unreacted gases, and ammonia which is formed. These 3 mixtures are passed into the cooling chamber where gaseous ammonia can be liquefied. Here now the chamber contains a liquid ammonia and unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen. This unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen goes into the compressor chamber by using a recycling pump. So once the nitrogen and hydrogen reaches to the compressor chamber, reaction takes place. Nothing but here nitrogen and hydrogen react with each other and goes to the catalytic chamber and then move on to the cooling chamber where the liquid ammonia collected. So by this way we can prepare the ammonia by using a Haber's process. So next video we will discuss the manufacture of nitric citric acid by Ostwald process and a manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Is it clear, friends? I hope this will help you. Please click on the like button and please share to your friends and don't miss to press the bell icon. Thank you.